Hello everyone! Develop green buildings and constantly promote green and low-carbon development. Promote harmony between man and nature. Prefabricated buildings actively respond to the National Green Building Development Strategy. In such an era background, we should keep up with the pace of the times. Please follow me to open the door of prefabricated learning. Today, let's learn 1+X assembly building component, fabrication and installation. Subject 1. Post-simulation process of component lifting. Today's video is taught by the teachers of Langfeng Zheng, Construction Industrialization Innovation Research Center.
Hello, everyone. Today we are going to take a look at 1+X assembly building components, fabrication and installation of vocational skills level certification. Subject 1 exam platform for hoisting modules. The first thing we need to do is to prepare for construction. You should be familiar with them. We can quickly choose, click to confirm wearing. After the construction preparation is completed, we choose our corresponding plan. Click Start. After choosing the plan, we are not in a hurry. We click on our current progress. Let's take a look at the corresponding processes that we all need to do. The first thing to do is to check and confirm the components. We start by picking up our steel ruler and pump. Click on our component. Click on the information check. Click on the sealing inspection. We must wait for the corresponding animation to end, and then click on the next process operation. Click Grout Hole Cleaning. Click Embedded Parts Position to check. We can see that our component check and confirmation is done. We can then line the junction surface, or a series of processing operations for steel bars. We can hit our Alt key. Click on the rebar area. We can quickly jump to the location of the roof reinforcement. Of our hoisting module, first of all, based on our current progress, we can now do the scribing junction, or processing of the reinforcement. We're going to deal with the rebar now. First, get the corresponding tools. Just in case we get too many tools, we will first return the tools we received before. We get the rebar wrench, positioning tool, and our wire brush. Click on our rebar for rebar cleaning. Calibration cannot be performed. Obviously, we can see that this steel bar is crooked, so we need to perform a calibration operation on it. After the steel bar calibration is completed, we need to calibrate it again. Our steel bars have been processed. We will return the tools first, and then do a processing job on the joint surface. First, to receive chisels, hammers, brooms, and our watering cans. Click on our joint surface to process the joint surface. Click the cleaning of the joint surface. After the cleaning is completed, click on the sprinkler, so our joint surface treatment is completed. Next, we do the scribing work. Get the ink fountain and our tape measure. Click the wall panel control line. For the control line, we generally input an integer of 200 or 300. We input a control line of 200. Control the line. When the line drawing is complete, let's take a look at our current progress. The next thing we want to do is to control one of its elevations. Return the tools and get the pads in our raw material warehouse. Pick up pads from our stock. We can pick up more items like this that can be returned. No points will be deducted. We can get 20 and click OK. Click on our joint surface, place our pads, click on the tool library, and get the ruler level. First place, our level. Select our reference point A again. Place our ruler. Click on our level to read the identification data. Everyone can remember first. The data of its reference point is 1199. We can fill in 1199 for one of the backside readings first. Then read forward display again. That is, the reading of our pad A and pad B. Place the ruler and read the identification data. It is 1680. We can fill in the data first, 1680. Then place our level on top of our B block. And take a reading of the logo reading, which is 1679. Let's read again. It's 1676, not 1679. Our backside readings and our AB chalk's forward side readings have been given. We can look at our remarks column. The height of its reference object is 50 centimeters, which means that the distance between our steel bar and the ground is 500 millimeters. The initial pads A and B are 20 millimeters respectively, so we need to calculate a height difference of it. To make an adjustment of the pads, which one are we going to count first? The first calculation is the height difference. In the case of a height difference with the A spacer, because our backside reading is 1199, and one of its reference heights is 500 millimeters. So the overall height reading of our reference object point A plus one height of our reference object, 1199 plus 500 equals 1699. The thickness of our spacer A is 20 millimeters. The reading is 1680. 20 plus 1680 equals 1700. And we get -1 with our 1699 to 1700. and we fill in -1 in the height difference. The same is true for B. Our B block is 1676 plus 20 equal to 1696. And 1699 minus 1696 equals 3, so our height difference should be 3. Like here is to fill in the plus and minus signs. We must remember, here is to fill in the plus and minus signs. Add a height of 500 for our reference object with 1199, minus 1680, and minus 20. If you get -1, just fill in -1. Just fill in a 3 directly like the B pad block, because the value it gets is 3. We click OK. Remove the ruler. The data we get for a pad is -1. This shows that our spacer should be... You can think about it, whether it is 1 mm higher or 1 mm less, we get -1. Obviously, our A spacer should be too low. So we need to replace this pad and add 1 mm to it. Click Add 1 and click OK. Our A pad has been replaced. Do you still remember the height difference of the data obtained by our B pad? Its height difference is 3, so our place should be high. So we need to lower it. So you need to subtract 3, that is, subtract 2, and then subtract 1. Our 20 becomes 17. We click Confirmation. The B pad is replaced. Let's take a look at our current progress. Our elevation control has been completed. What we need to do next is our seam processing link. Click on our raw material warehouse to receive the rubber and plastic sliver. Click on our join surface for seam processing. We can see that it has a requirement of length and width. At this time, we need to open our template map. In the top view of the template, we can see our rubber and plastic tampons. Its length and width should be consistent with the length and width of the insulation board remain the same. You can see that its width is 40. We need to enter 40. And its length should be 2680 minus 20. Minus 20 is 2640. Click OK to close our drawing. The seam processing has been completed. We need to do the lifting work. The first thing we have to do is to click our tool library. Get the corresponding wallboard panel hanger. Click OK. Many students have asked why a click it will jump out. Did not reach the specified height, prohibit the big arm rotation? Because we do not need to control this console. To make it go to one of our spreader range, we just need to click our spreader to go to the hook position. There is no need to control our console. We can come to our wallboard first. After the animation is over, we click our wallboard to hook. Click to rise. the height above ground shown in the top left corner. When the height is between 0.3 and 0.4 meters, we have to pause for about 1 to 2 seconds to debug the work. It will pop up a component that has been successfully tested. We click OK, and we can continue to ascend. After our component leaves our corresponding range, we can click to accelerate, click to rise. Then click left to move the wall panel to the hoisting area. Before hoisting, we need to place our mirrors. After placing the mirrors, we give you two options. The first one is that we can control our console to perform an operation, before and after ascending and descending, so that it clicks on us, the hook. We can also make an adjustment of the hoisting beam. The main adjustment of the hoisting beam is a left and right rotation of our components. If we want a student with a high score, we can manually carry out a storage. By adjusting one of its hoisting capacity and operation table, and then by observing our mirror perspective, we can manually carry out a storage. Here, we don't turn the acceleration on, but turn it off. If we don't think we have enough time, and I can't get so many points, we can click on our manual adjustment. This is a call that is far from the specified position and cannot be automatically assisted. We need to raise it a little bit to the right. Everyone, make sure you confirm that it is approximately at this position. We click on Manual Adjustment. This is because we didn't put our mirror out. Sorry. We took out the mirror first, and then placed our wall. Open up our current progress. We can see that what we are going to do next is the fixation and adjustment of the diagonal support. We first get our diagonal support. Click on our wall panel to place the temporary support. The angle of the diagonal support and the angle of the long support, we can both enter 45. You can take a look at our current progress and diagonal support adjustment. The fixation has been completed. In fact, it has not been adjusted yet, so we need to return the tools first. Get our corresponding tape measure and level ruler. Click on our wall board. Perform a verticality and wall panel position check. And click again on our diagonal support adjustment. You can see our upper left slanting support obviously has a verticality of 2. So we need to set it to 0. click the minus sign twice and we will set it to 0. For the upper right diagonal support, we need to click the minus sign 5 times to adjust it to 0. And for our lower left diagonal support, we can see that we have drawn a control line of 200, and our lower left is now 199. We need 2 plus 1 it. And our lower right diagonal support, we need to subtract 7. The diagonal support is adjusted. We click Review. We can see that our verticality is 0. The distance between the wall panel and the control line is 200, and the elevation difference is no problem. It shows 0. So we can click to confirm. Don't forget that our level can be removed now. After the removal is complete, we click the trash can button in the storage area. To return our materials and tools, click on our work completion materials, raw materials, and garbage cleaned up for return. My classmates, thank you. That's all for today's hoisting module.
That's all for this section. I wish you all a happy learning journey in the course of prefabricated concrete construction.